Phillip has a great presentation just about this space of security, how to use cold wallets, things like that. These are just things that we need to think about, talk about, and relay to each other, right? So appreciate it, Phillip. Take her away, brother.
All right, so this is cybersecurity, and I want to start off by what it is cybersecurity, because in 2019, the government actually wanted to hire over 20 million jobs, but it was just highly impossible because they had to pass so many checks just to be able to do so. So go ahead and click on that, please. So cybersecurity, of course, it refers to the body of technologies, processes, and practices designed to protect network, hardware, device, software programs, and data from attack, damage, or unauthorized access. Cybersecurity may also be referred to as information technology security. Now, I don't have these up like too far, but a lot of these are pretty much like like network security that I wanted to implement and put inside our wiki platform. So I will put this whole presentation in there so that way people can click on certain links and get the access they want and understand. This is just a page of identity to do with security and protection. All of these are, like they're just definitions pretty much. Now, cyber attacks, we all know about like fake web pages. DDoS is like distribution of denial of services. So what people usually do is besides putting up the fake web pages, always double check or ask somebody beforehand. And I do have a link in this document or PowerPoint where like people can go to Uniswap and they can go in their Discord channel and they can report. They have a scammer site like channel in there, and like they can see if they can get the help they need to basically see if it's a scam or not if something happens. And I put in some information. Denial of distribution of services, that's basically somebody flooding the gates. I mean, like just basically flooding the internet or flooding your whole service. They'll just attack you. It's a brute force attack that is attempted. Next thing you know, they shut down your whole computer and took everything from you.
What does that look like? What would that look like on its initiation?
Like a server getting over flooded, with messages or other things.
Okay.
It's just they flood it with
different
data.
windows opening, like different windows on your phone, right? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, they just flood because like when you send a message through a network system, because I did CIS networking, and when I did cybersecurity, it kind of it kind of blended all those together, because basically when you send one message out, say I send a message to you, Julia, it's gonna like send out several different messages, through servers just to get to your phone. You know what I mean? It's not just one. It's not a static IP connection, which that's what a static IP connection would be just a direct link. But instead, it goes all over, and that's why like they switched from Internet Protocol version 4 to Internet Protocol version 6, which is MAC addresses. But yeah, like anyways, when it comes to attacks, though, like you just got to be very careful in this space with blockchain. And then phishing attacks. That's a lot to do with people trying to take your wallet from you. Like we've explained several times, never give out your seed phrase. And how do we change these attacks to help others with having an educational advantage? Uniswap has a scammer report channel in Discord, and that's where on this button, I believe, or down below in the notes section, you'll be able to click on that button and you'll be able to like enter into their Discord channel and sign in. I have that all set up and for people when we get that in there. Yeah, so we want to protect the swarm basically from attacks, and I just put this little thing in there just to be a little silly. Okay. Wallets, Bees.Social. So, we all use MetaMask, and we know that. And MetaMask is decentralized. That we all use for B.Social. But a lot of the people. The reason I say use at least a 28 character password, it's not required, but ensures having a higher factor security wallet, is because of the fact that people use rainbow tables and like Jack the Ripper, certain programs that are designed to hack. And like when people have these 8 to 10 character, passwords, they can easily use this rainbow table full of like words and numbers, and then it just automatically figures out their password that like quicker, just depending on their word list. It all really depends on how big it is, and depending on how good the hacker is. And I always suggest somebody to set up a two-factor identification, authentication. I mean, and what I mean by that is they have like the messages one, but I really like the Google Authenticator because it gives them another 60 seconds or 30 seconds before they can even come in and attack you. So they have to go through many barriers to be able to even get to you.
So 28 character password, huh? That's I got to implement that because I haven't. That's pretty substantial, brother.
That comes straight from the book. Yeah, like
Okay.
it's just like anything less than that is just less secure.
Okay.
Anything that's that high, there's a reason behind that, but I don't want to get into too
I
much
got you.
technique.
Yep. Cool.
Keep your wallet safe. There's another link right here. It will help you out with some of the MetaMask, like setting up your wallet and whatnot. I do have some notes underneath this, and write down your seed phrase somewhere where you can keep it safe. They also have these little capsules you can buy, like through Ledger, which I'll get into next. But if you feel unsafe, you can always unpin your MetaMask and pin it back on later. That's something that a lot of people don't know. How do you set up a 2FA in MetaMask? In MetaMask, let me see here. They don't. Let me think. They don't quite yet have 2F. They have the message. Let me think here. I don't think they have 2FA in MetaMask. So like
No.
they don't. So that's why I go with an encrypted password that's even bigger.
Or I use I mean, obviously when you hook up Ledger or Cold Wallet, I mean that
Yeah.
I know that's not a two site, but it's close. It's like that. It's like another step. So
Well, that has 12 to 28 words. You know what I mean? Like depending on which one you get, the Ledger Nano or which we'll get into in the next slide.
Isn't that what MetaMask seed phrases are for, though?
Yes, you're exactly right there, Julia. Like that's those 12 words. That beats the 28 character. Like that's beyond 28 characters. We all know that, but you know what I mean. And in here, hardware wallets on these buttons, you will be able to shop for those. Like they're direct links to Nano Ledger and Nano X. And here's the Trezor wallet too. And on these other links on the right side will be the Trezor link videos. So that way it can help you direct you into how to set it up. It never hurts to really have an extra layer of security. I mean, the Nano uses 12 words, but the Trezor uses up to 24. I noticed the difference. And if you need any help, we can always educate you to help you understand the ledger and the link. And there's another YouTube video right here that helps out. But yeah, these leads to videos that basically help out, everyone around here.
I think the Nano X does 20 because I have one and it's 24. And the difference is that the Nano X, it actually supplies those words. And I think they were saying where Trezor, you're actually able to supply those words. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe you're right. You're right. You just I mean that's all on reference, but yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and set them up in the chat, please.
Well, I kind of just wanted to follow up what you're saying too, Philip, is
Okay.
Ledger support will never private message you. They're not going to private message you. Ledger support's not going to say, hey, get with us. Okay. Just things to watch out for. Never share your 24 recovery phrase with anyone. Don't. Phillip already mentioned that. No one, I don't care if it's Ledger reaching out to you. You don't share that stuff with anybody.
No, I've been hacked too, myself personally, and I never get hacked. So, that was a disappointment to lose 2 Ethereum. I was just like, what the heck happened?
Right. It's exactly. I mean, and that's nothing to sneeze at. 2 Ethereum right now is like $8,000. You know? So, and never enter it into any website or software. Don't do that.
Austin has a good question real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
He says, how to protect your Chrome browser? And that's where I would refer right back to unpinning your MetaMask. Like, unpin it. They cannot get into your MetaMask if it's not even showing. And then you're going to have to restore your wallet, but it's better than like somebody attacking you or, getting access to those seed phrases.
So they can attack you. Go ahead, Julie.
I was just going to say, so far, I'm doing everything wrong. I'm extremely hackable.
Right now, I'm unpinning the
right now. Yeah.
But I mean,
this is what I've learned.
Just on that note, though, if it's up there, I mean, hacking, they would have to have the password and the seed phrases, right?
Yes, you're right. They would have to go through so much.
Right.
Like blockchain technology is way secure. That's why in DeFi they have a smaller number now, like you were mentioning before, right? Like where they can't, they've been able to only hack like very limited. I couldn't believe it. Like 2 days ago, somebody tried asking me in Telegram to hack somebody's account, and I was like, "What?" I reported and instantly blocked him. I was like, "What the heck is this about?" Yeah, like I would never do that.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's just wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's the space. I mean, and listen, everybody. It's just because as this grows, it'll be more and more, attacks. So just be careful. Ask. Don't do something that you don't know what's going on. Go ahead. So
Julia says unpinning is something different than locking your MetaMask.
Yes, it is unpinning it so that way the program is not non-existent to the user. Like it won't show it. A lot of people don't know that. I did the research and seen it, and I was like, what? Like, so you could just unpin this, but the only thing that sucks about that is that you have to put all your seed phrase back in, but that's okay because you're safe.
Yep. Very cool. And just following up what you're talking about, only keep your recovery phrases as physical pieces of paper, right? Or do some kind of mental backup. I don't know if you, like I said, we made a poem. Whatever. So,
well, they have those capsules too. Those capsules with like where you can put your seed phrases in them through NanoX, and I'm sure there's other ones out there too.
What are the capsules? What is
They're
that?
Capsules that you could put your seed phrases in, your words. I never really went into detail on checking out all of them and seeing how it works, but it was a capsule instead of a piece of paper.
Huh.
It was something you could probably put on your keychain.
Huh. That's cool.
So I have a question about all of this. How does this translate to using a cell phone versus having this on as an extension on a PC? What kind, as far as security? Because a lot of us have MetaMask and do this on our phone as well.
Yeah, as far as security, when it comes to your phone, I would suggest, like Ray said in the beginning, like just never give out there's nobody contact ever. If you see support and stuff like that show up, ignore it. Like ignore the signs. Like don't ever. Yeah, exactly what Kevin just said. There's nobody to talk to. This is a scam. That is exactly what it is.
Yep.
Like, so don't ever click on it, and you don't ever have to worry about that.
Yeah. It's just like getting an email from Nigeria. Ignore it. Yeah,
exactly. Shut off the computer. Shut off the device.
But it's the Prince of Nigeria, and he has money for you. Just
and
click.
he has a diamond mine.
Yes, you've inherited it.
The other day, the guy who was calling about my car warranty helped me out with my MetaMask So
That
he was
was
very helpful.
good of him.
Yeah.
That was good.
You got good help, Tim.
I get,
you know.
yeah, that's how I paid for my extended car warranty. He just took my MetaMask password and that's it. My car is going to be
Now that
great.
he's finally found you, he might stop calling the rest of us.
That's right. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you for taking one for the team.
Thank
Tim.
you.
I love that
He
one.
solved our problem.
And last but not least too with this, don't keep it in a digital copy. Don't take a text. Don't take a photo, snapping it on your phone of all those things. Anybody can get. Anybody can get those. Go ahead.
There's one thing I want to go off on real quick about that, and he's exactly right, because they have Bluetooth snarfing and stuff like that. You can look at Bluetooth phishing attacks. Like somebody could just walk by you, get all your calendar and contacts and all your messages and stuff. So yes, do not keep it on your phone. That is another way, like to help Julia understand what she was just asking earlier. Is that that's a way to protect your phone. Thank you.
It's just one more thing I'm doing wrong. I have to delete.
Yep.
No more screenshots.
Yep.
I do it too. Don't worry.
This is terrible.
Well, and
Okay.
you mentioned something when we weren't on the show. Philip was talking about a security token, some sort of related to DeFi. Reason why, you were talking about even pacemakers getting hacked.
Cheryl.
Did you say?
Poor Cheryl.
Cheryl's worried about her thumbs.
Oh my gosh. Somebody save Cheryl.
Use facial identity scan or like your retinal scan. These new phones coming out, the 21s are not safe. Somebody can use your picture, I noticed, and I did not like seeing that. So that's why I never bought the new phone, because they need to change the security features. The ones that are before that are better, or like we all know, the Opus app, facial recognition has that 80 node mapping, facial mapping. So
very cool, man.
So
Thank you, Phil.
You don't want to run up. You don't want to be able to run up to your partner and while they're sleeping, you can open up their wallet and transfer over the
scanning their face, Tim.
Or their casket.
That's
Hang
right.
on before you close the door.
Standing over your wife's body on the bed.
Let me get this shot.
That's right.
Terrible.
That's it. That's a way to think, Tim. That's a way to think. But
Look,
yeah.
Sorry, me and Ray can be off color.
Yeah,
no problem.
Look, you're all thinking it.
Yeah, right. So Philip,
Wes says, go ahead. I understood there are apps and phones such as flashlight apps that lay in wait for you to put seed phrases into your phones. Are not cells more vulnerable because they're often do not have added malware security?
Yes, they are more vulnerable. There are so much more. They have AP, which are access points. Like, so if you're going, say, to the mall, or like a like going down the strip in Reno or something like that, they set up these fake internet access points, and they're free, of course. So you're going to click on them like free Wi-Fi, and then all of a sudden they just entered your phone, and they create a backdoor while you're not even paying attention, and a keylogger. And what a keylogger does is it basically everything you text, everything you put in after that is being recorded.
So I mean,
a time capsule.
I was thinking about this too, Philip. It's a good idea, maybe just to have a laptop that's just for crypto and not right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It would be, and but if you are, if you do have your phone, you want to do all that checking, just do not sign into these other places. Use your data, please. Just don't. It's not worth it, because they have a website where you can check where their security is broken, what attacks a person can do or what can be done to their server. When I went to school, I found all this out, and I was like, oh, they have scores, even this. So we're all competing who could find the lowest score, on the companies, and usually it was the auto shops or something else like that,
right?
Or the casinos even. It's like, what?
Yeah, Julian, stop connecting with the Wi-Fi in the casinos, and you'll be fine.
I feel like I'm under attack right now. I'm so paranoid now. You know what? Phillip his name is Phillip, Defender of DeFi.
Oh, there you go.
He has saved all of our wallets. He has just like a knight in shining armor. He came in and he saved us all. So I really feel like I mean, who didn't need this? Seriously.
You have knighted Phillip. Is that what you're saying? You have knighted him?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I have knighted Phillip.
There you go.
Defender of DeFi. Yes.
Thank
Very
you.
cool. Very cool. But yeah, appreciate it, Phillip. Yeah.
I guess it's time to turn off my hotspot, which means what the password is on my phone.
We're all going to be wearing tinfoil hats when we get on next.
You mean your access point that's down the street?
Yeah.
The one that says FBI surveillance van.
Yeah, right.
Yep.